Hey, welcome to This Mama's House. Today I'm sharing with you how you can get started with Flylady in just 7 days. Hey guys, if you're new to my channel, welcome. My name is Tabitha from thismamashouse.com. Currently, I am doing an entire Flylady series. I tried Flylady for the first time a little over a year ago and it absolutely changed my life for the better. It rocked my world and it made me such a better homemaker and a more peaceful mom. I want to share the love and teach you guys about Flylady too. A lot of you have already tried to implement some of her routines and systems, and today I wanted to share with you the 7-day Flylady baby steps. She has an entire 31-day baby step routine, which I will leave that down below in case you need a little bit more time, but some of us just want to jump in and get to it. So I'm going to share how you can do it in just 1 week. One of the biggest things that Flylady stresses is just starting where you're at. You don't have to have your house perfectly clean and ready in order to start Flylady. That's like completely opposite of the whole point of this. It's basically just learning how to manage your house a little bit at a time. Not making it so much pressure on yourself and just taking little chunks of time and getting so much done. You'll be amazed at how much you can do in 2 to 15 minutes. So for day number 1, today we're going to start off by making our beds as soon as our feet hit the floor. Making your bed is such an easy win. It takes less than 2 minutes and it's going to make such a big difference on how your room looks and feels. So now day 1, you're making your bed and you're going to do this every single day from here on out. The next thing you're going to do is get dressed. Flylady recommends getting dressed to shoes because it just does something to your mind and it makes you feel like you're gonna get so much more done when you're wearing shoes. Now, a lot of people struggle with this point of Flylady. They don't want to wear shoes in the house and they just don't want the constraint of shoes on their feet. I get that, I totally do. So at least get completely dressed, do your hair and makeup, fix your face, however that looks like for you, and just be sure that you're ready to tackle the day. You wouldn't leave to go to a job in your pajamas, so don't do your job as a homemaker, a mom, a stay-at-home mom, slacking off in your pajamas. It's not a good look and it's not going to do you any good. So make sure you're getting dressed every single day. If you do want to take it a little bit further by putting your shoes on, maybe you'll just get a pair of shoes that are only for in the house so that you're not tracking dirt around. Maybe you're going to wear a pair of hard-soled slippers. But I do think that it makes a big difference. So if you're just starting this out and you need all the motivation you can get, try wearing shoes. It will make a difference and you'll be surprised. The next thing you're gonna do after you're done getting ready is the swish and swipe. This is taking just a few minutes to put all of your toiletries away that you got out while you were getting ready, wipe the counter and sink out, and clean the toilet bowl. I know this seems kind of weird to be cleaning the toilet every day, but it never will become an issue. You're never gonna have to spend an hour cleaning the bathroom if you're tidying the sink and the toilet every single day. Another part of the swish and swipe is cleaning the shower, and she recommends doing it while you're in the shower. Now at first this was like, I'm not gonna do that. That's gross. I don't want chemicals in the shower while I'm in there. But she says that you can clean soap scum with soap, with shampoo. And I tried it and yeah, it actually does work. So whatever shampoo you have, you can literally use that to just quickly wipe down the shower while you're in there. Now, if you have expensive shampoo, maybe you don't want to do this, but you could just put some Dawn in your shower or just some sort of inexpensive baby shampoo, whatever it is. It's gonna take the soap scum out. It's not gonna get your shower perfectly clean and sanitized, but it's gonna take that whole step of scrubbing the soap scum away. So when you actually do have time to devote to scrubbing the shower, you'll already be a couple steps ahead because you've been keeping up with it. Now, if you have multiple bathrooms, just rotate through your bathrooms. So the first day you might do the master bathroom, and then the next day you might go in your kids' bathroom, and the next day you might go in your guest bathroom. No matter how many bathrooms you have, you can just pick one to do the swish and swipe and get it done. I even will take a shower in somebody else's bathroom. That way I can do the quick little scrub down in the shower while I'm in there and take care of it. It's really that simple. A couple minutes a day and the bathroom is no longer going to be a problem. If you have a really gross bathroom right now, just do what you can. Done is better than perfect. And each day as you're going through your routines, you're going to be able to do a little bit more and get a little bit more clean. So now your swish and swipe is part of your day every single day from here on out. The next thing that you're going to do on day number 1 is the 2-minute hotspot. Hotspot is a place that just collects clutter. This is where people come inside, they set the mail down, it just seems to attract clutter. People set things there and it just accumulates so quickly. So I have a couple places in my house that are hotspots. The dining room table sometimes becomes a hotspot, the kitchen counter. It just collects clutter. So you're gonna set a timer for 2 minutes and clear off the clutter as fast as you can. Once you get your hotspots cleaned up, one tip is to put some decorations on your hotspot. This will make it less likely for people to set things there, and it'll make it less likely for things to collect clutter. But from here on out, the 2-minute hotspot is now part of your daily routine. Next, for day number 1, you're gonna create a launch pad. A launch pad is where you set your keys, where you set your purse, and where you set anything you need when you are leaving the house. Maybe your diaper bag and whatever that looks like for you. Your kids' backpacks, shoes. So most of the time this is by the front door, and you're also going to want to have a calendar here. So this is going to be the place where you can write down things that your family has going on the calendar right by the launch pad. So create a launch pad for day number 1, and then the last thing for day number 1 is to shine your sink. Now I say this last because you want to do this before you go to bed, but shining your sink is probably like the biggest aspect of the Flylady routine. This is the very first thing that she tells you to do, but I'm telling you to do this before you go to bed on day number 1. You're going to take all of your dirty dishes out of your sink, and you are going to give your sink the biggest scrub down of your life. You're going to take whatever cleaners that you like to use and really get that sink shiny and clean. If you have a white porcelain sink or something, maybe it's not going to shine, but you got to get it as clean as possible. And this will be the only time that you have to do this, because now every single night you are going to shine your sink, which just means do all your dishes. Do all your dishes before you go to bed from here on out, because if you don't, you're gonna wake up tomorrow morning, you're gonna see a big mess, it's gonna be harder to cook breakfast, and it's just gonna put you in a bad mood. So from here on out, that is part of your evening routine every night, to shine your sink. Day number 2, you're gonna start your control journal. Now the control journal is basically a home management binder. You're gonna get a 3-ring binder. You probably have one laying around the house already. And this is where you're going to write down your routines. You can have a sheet of paper for your morning routine, a sheet of paper for your afternoon routine, a sheet of paper for your evening routine. Another thing that you want to include in here is maybe some inspirational quotes. What are some quotes that really inspire you to be a good homemaker, to be a good wife, to be a good mother? These are going to be things that you can refer to when you're not feeling super motivated. You can go to that page and look at these inspirational quotes. Another thing you're going to add in here is your daily focus. So your daily focuses are different things that you're going to do each day of the week. I have an entire video all about how to begin with Flylady. So if you need to know what to add to your daily focus, you can go check that video out next. Another thing to include is the Flylady 11 commandments. I will leave a link for that down below. It's just 11 things that are very cool and inspiring that I think everybody should have in their control journal. And another thing that you're gonna add in there is your zone cleaning. So don't get too overwhelmed with this. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just get a 3-ring binder, and at the very least, start a morning routine page and an evening routine page, because you've already got a couple things going on in your morning. You're making your bed, you're getting dressed, you're doing the swish and swipe, and then in your evenings you're going to be doing your shiny sink every night. So you've already got a couple things going on. Then you can just find the inspirational quotes. So for this first week of doing Flylady and jumping in with these baby steps, just get those 3 pages going in your control journal. So coming up next on my channel, I'm going to share my control journal, and I'll be sharing tons of printables, so stay tuned for that video. And if it's already up, I'll have it pop up in the iCards. So if you want more information on how I do my control journal, you'll be able to see it there. Now for day number 3, we're gonna really focus in on our morning routine. Our morning routine should definitely include self-care, just like I said, getting ready every single day, fixing your hair, fixing your makeup, and then it's also gonna include your home care, making the bed and doing the swish and swipe, the 2-minute hot spot, starting a load of laundry, emptying the dishwasher, and I will put up examples of things that you should have in your morning routine right here on the screen. And then also you can add whatever makes you feel good. So for me, I like to read the Bible every single morning. I like to do some affirmations in the morning, and I also like to journal. So just add whatever you want in your morning on your morning routine, and you're gonna make your morning routine page complete in your control journal. This day you're also going to learn about the 5-minute room rescue. The 5-minute room rescue is setting a timer for 5 minutes and going to the room that's the absolute worst room in your house, that you usually just shut the door and you don't want anybody to see. This is the room that you would be completely embarrassed if anybody came over and looked in there. So set the timer for 5 minutes and literally just work for 5 minutes in that room. And now your 5-minute room rescue is also going to be a part of your routine every single day. Once you get your house more under control and you're not dealing with a room that you shut the door, maybe you're gonna just spend that 5 minutes tidying a space that you spend the most time in. So for me, it would be like the kids area where they're playing with toys. I'll just set a timer and we'll do a family pickup for 5 minutes. Now for day number 4, you are going to perfect your evening routine. You're going to figure out exactly what you need to do in order to have a successful evening routine. Now I think the evening routine is even more important than the morning routine, because this is going to set you up to have a good morning. So here's what I do every single evening and what really helps me, but maybe it looks different for you. But you really want to be sure to include what you're going to do to set up for the next day, what you're going to do to take care of your home, and also what you're going to do for your self-care. So those are things that should be included in your evening routine. Make it out and put it in your control journal. Day number 5, this is when you can really think about your daily focus. What are you going to do each day of the week? Here's an example of my daily focus and what I do each day of the week, but you want to make it work for your schedule and your life. So you'll want to do things like cleaning out the car every single week and cleaning out your bag. You're going to want to do a quick little home blessing every single week. You're going to want to have a planning day each week. You're going to want to have a family fun day each week, maybe a date night with your husband each week, renew your spirit, go to church each week, things like that. So make sure that you have what day of the week you're gonna do what. You're not gonna be focusing all day long on this task. It's something that's gonna take, 10 minutes to an hour, and that's just the day of the week that you're gonna stick with doing it. That way things like your car are never gonna become an issue again. Another thing that you're gonna think about now that you're doing your daily focus is your home blessing, and really what that means for you. So what Flylady recommends each week is doing a 1-hour home blessing, focusing on vacuuming, mopping, dusting, wiping the vertical surfaces like windows and mirrors, changing the sheets on the bed, gathering all the trash, and purging the papers. So you set a timer for each task, and whether or not you finish the whole thing, you just move on to the next task. It's meant to be really quick, just a way to bless your home, not make it look perfect. So that is what the home blessing is, but I will have a complete detailed video on how I do my home blessing coming up really soon. So make sure you're checking out my Flylady playlist so you can see all of my Flylady videos. Okay, so day number 6, now we're back to the routines again, and we're gonna think about what we're gonna do for the afternoon routine. If you leave the house and you go to work and you're not even home in the afternoon, you're gonna skip this step and you'll just think about those morning and evening things. But maybe there's some things that you can do in the afternoon even if you're out of the house. So one thing that Flylady recommends doing is making sure you're drinking your water. Maybe you want to make sure you're taking your supplements. Maybe you want to be able to go outside for a few minutes, like on an outdoor walk. But whatever it is for you, make sure you have a good plan, have it written out, and put it in your control journal. Here's what I do for my afternoon routine, and it really just sets me up so that I'm constantly thinking of ways that I can take care of myself and my home throughout the day. Day number 7, now we're gonna think about zone cleaning. So if you don't know what zones are, you'll have to go to my other video where I explained Flylady completely, but just a really quick rundown. You're gonna break your house into 5 zones. You'll have your entrance and dining room, your kitchen and pantry, your bedrooms and bathrooms, your master bedroom, and office space, as well as your living room. So just for however your house flows, pick 5 different areas where you can kind of just group the spots together. Now you're going to want to take your control journal and have a piece of paper for each zone. You'll write at the top zone number 1 and just walk into that space and look around and figure out what would need to happen to have this entire room deep cleaned. You'll have a detailed cleaning list written down for each zone. So that's what you're going to do for day number 7, is figure out the detailed cleaning lists for each zone. Now, Flylady has this all on her app. There's tons of websites that you can go to figure out a detailed cleaning list. If you don't want to think about it yourself, just type in zone 1 detailed cleaning list for Flylady, and there's going to be a whole bunch of stuff, and then you can just transfer to your control journal what you want included for that detailed cleaning list for your zone. Now you're also going to be adding into your daily routine 15 minutes of zone cleaning. So whether you want it to be part of your morning, afternoon, or evening routine is completely up to you. But from here on out, you're going to be spending 15 minutes in zone cleaning. If your house is super cluttered, then you're going to have 15 minutes of decluttering in each zone. This is really what's going to make a huge difference in your house, is this 15 minutes a day in each zone. So by the time you're done with the end of the month, you're completely cleaning your entire house with only 15 minutes a day. And that is the beauty of the Flylady routine. You're taking care of yourself, you're taking care of your home, and you're only doing it for small chunks of time. So it makes it so much easier to manage, and it's so much more sustainable than rushing around your house and rage cleaning for 6 hours on a Saturday, and then you're not going to do it for another 3 months. So this way you're just doing a little bit at a time and you're building the habit. So now by the end of this 7 days, you're going to start your new week and you'll have the entire Flylady system all figured out. You'll have your control journal ready to tell you what to do, and you'll be able to just jump right in for the whole Flylady by day number 8. You don't have to take 31 days in order to start Flylady. I know some of us are like, I need to do this and I need to do this right now. And this is how you can do it. You're still taking a little bit of time to build the habits, a little bit of time to figure out what is going to work for your life, but you're not going to take a whole month. You're just going to figure it out in 1 week. So I hope this video helped you, and I hope it gives you the motivation to get started. I know the Flylady routine, it feels like a lot, but if you really think about it, these are things that we already want to be doing as homemakers, and it's things that we definitely should be doing as homemakers. So it really isn't a lot. It's just a little bit overwhelming if you haven't been doing any of these things on a consistent basis. But now is your time to get consistent, get it done, and it's gonna bless your family. Done is better than perfect, progress over perfection, and good enough is good enough. Those are the famous words from Flylady, and those are the things that have really stuck with me. So I hope this video helps you out, And if it does, give this video a thumbs up. And like I said, check out my other Flylady videos. I'll have my home blessing video, my control journal tour, and just all sorts of great information. If you really want to get to know this routine, you can find it all here on my channel. So thanks so much for stopping by this mama's house, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.